Hello, good morning. My name is Angela Rose. Oops, I just realized a little microphone issue. Sorry. Hello, my name is Angela Rosoff. I am a yoga teacher. This morning, today, we will explore Yin Yoga together. I'm so excited to be here and thank you for watching. If you like this video, you can subscribe to my channel. Just click the button down below. Now, Yin Yoga is literally the feminine yoga is what that means. And it's about releasing feminine energy from our bodies. We hold this energy as we internalize emotions and experiences, and this can often be held in our joints, our hips, sometimes our shoulders. Very common places to hold energy. Sometimes it's in our gluteal muscles. We can be very tight in our gluteal muscles. Sometimes we hold it in our chest. So these poses are designed to be held longer and to be expressed. So by that, what I mean is we're holding the pose longer, and then we're also deepening into the pose. So from the time that you start the pose to the time that we end the pose, you'll really notice a range of flexibility that you are able to explore. Thank you for being here with me, and let's get started. Let's start with a short connection to our breath. Breathing, closing your eyes. You can just place your hands on your knees. Open, having them up, facing up on your knees is fine too. Being open to receiving. Breathing in, cleansing breaths. Let's just connect with our breath, anchoring our space in our bodies. And as we begin this practice of holding and releasing energy, you may find it to be helpful to return to the breath as a support in this practice. Using the breath in a concentrated way to breathe into the hips. When I say something like that, just imagine your breath going in through the nostrils and breathing out through the hips. Releasing energy through the breath. It's just a visualization. So let's get started. Rolling our shoulders back. Really allowing the scapulae to open and move. Wonderful. Then reverse the rotation. Gently stretch your neck, bringing it over to one side, allowing the neck to release, and over to the other side. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. So in this class, the mics are off. So if you have questions, type them in the chat room and I'll check the chat room and address them during class, okay? And then let's move our necks over, stimulating our throat chakra, enlivening our speech, And then taking some neck rolls. Slowly, as we tilt our head down, we are massaging our thyroid gland. And then reverse the neck roll. Massaging our thyroid gland is really, it's great for all ages, especially for those in childbearing ages, those of us over 40. Here we go. Wonderful. And then let's just use our seat to open our chest forward, really reaching the heart open. And then bringing the hands at the knees and making a little arc in your tummy, feeling the organs go up. And then bringing it forward and back, feeling that flexibility in the spine awaken, enlivening our chakras this time of the day that you are practicing. For me, it's still the morning. And what a treat to be able to practice in the morning. I'm so grateful. Okay, and let's just bring a little twist to our seat. Just a gentle twist. Taking 3 breaths here. On each breath, feeling a little bit more of a twist, opening the chest. So breathing in and out, find a deeper twist. Breathing in through the belly, expanding the ribs laterally, breathing out, finding a deeper twist. And one more time. And reversing, we'll just do the same motion in this way with a gentle twist, breathing in, into the belly, out, finding more space in our twist, breathing in, finding more space, amazing, and returning. As we begin our practice, now that we really enlivened our spine, we've done all the stretches to get ready for this class. In our release of emotions, you may find that you have some stirred up feelings during this class as we hold the poses for longer. In Yin Yoga, we do fewer poses, but holding them for longer amounts of time. This is a trauma-informed class, so if you have any release that's creating emotions from past experiences that may have been held in your body, I invite you to just breathe into it or find a safe pose to do to help to calm the nervous system. One of those poses is Detoxify. So let me show that pose to you. I'm going to remove my pillow. I have a couple of other props here. I have a strap and I have a blanket. So if you would like to use those today, please gather those as you will. I'm going to show you Bhaktasana. Bhaktasana, I'll show you this way actually. You want to use your legs, spread them out, bringing your feet close together under your gluteal muscles. I'll show you this way. So my knees are about the width of the mat. And then like you would in child's pose, reach forward and really fall into the floor with your chest. So you're really stretching out. So this is a lovely variation of child's pose, another nurturing pose. But this offers more of a back bend, which gives you a good stretch and another very passive way to release emotions. So child's pose is where we would Bring our knees together in a seated position, rolling your bodies down, reaching the hands forward, or releasing the shoulders and holding the balls of the feet. These are two safe poses to return to if things are feeling a little too intense. So right now I want to explore staff pose. And as we are sitting in this position, we're just in a seated position with the legs forward. Let us connect deeply with our core muscles, our abdominal muscles, and expand the breath with some diaphragmatic breathing. So here, let's place our hands on our tummy. And as we're breathing in, the tummy expands, and breathing out, the tummy contracts. And you'll notice the lateral breath expanding the chest, which is so helpful for any tension held between the ribs and those intercostal muscles. So bringing the hands to the chest, breathing in, breathing out, collapsing the tummy. Let's explore staff pose here as we ground our legs into the floor, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, noticing the spine working to hold yourself up. Let's round our bodies over to touch our toes. Now, if you find that's too difficult, maybe you're not there, let's meet ourselves where we are. You might find that a forward fold looks like this, where you're touching your thighs, or your knees, or your shins. And as you continue to practice, you will become more flexible, and you'll keep moving toward touching your toes. Some are so flexible, like my daughter, who can really wrap her whole hands around the balls of her feet. Wonderful. Feeling the stretch here in your armpits, tucking in your abdominal muscles. Breathing in, releasing the shoulders, rolling the scapulae down your back, lifting the chest, feeling the power in this pose. Beautiful. And as we uncurl our fingers and rise up, let's have our hands in Angeline Pose above our heads. Breathing in and out, connecting our bodies. So lovely. Let's take a moment to have a nice twist. We're going to bring our right leg over our left leg. You might find that it feels right to curl the left leg up. If that is a good space for you, this is a lovely, lovely twist. If it's not a good space for you, you can move your leg forward. I am petite, so it helps me to balance and get the benefits of the twist if I sit this way. So you can hug your knee forward and bring your body around and twist this way, or you can bring your arm behind you to support you in the ground, or you can bring your arm around your waist and really open the chest. Breathing in. Breathing in, I feel my strength. Breathing in, opening up just a little bit more. Allowing the arms to serve as an anchor, a support. Breathing in. On the exhale, twisting out of this pose. Finding your way, twisting out. I'm going to flip it around to show you my other side. So, to set up, let's cross our left leg over on the right. And bringing my body around, I'm able to feel my waistline, or I can hold myself up this way, or simply hug my chest. Hug my knee to my chest. So I'm going to support my back, breathing in, finding this twist. This is a very healthy twisting action to benefit our digestive organs. The digestion is one of the pillars of health in Ayurveda. Twisting actions in yoga help to strengthen and support our digestion. If you're a person that takes a lot of supplements, really tries to eat well, you'll get way more benefits from those actions by adding some yoga twists to your day, every day. Beautiful. Wonderful. And let's unravel from this twist. Wonderful. Let us bring ourselves into a forward fold with our legs open. Straighten myself up here. So in this pose, you may find that having a support like a blanket could be beneficial to help you really feel the openness in the hips. So releasing the hips in general is a wonderful action for our root chakra, our Mula Bandha. This is where we have three locks in our bodies. The Mula Bandha is a space where we are able to draw energy up and out, and bringing energy into our bodies and out through our bodies is a normal activity. Being able to engage the Mula Bandha in exercise is a very healthy activity to allow for strength, flexibility in this area, releasing emotions, and also keeping our pelvic floor organs in good working condition. As we get older, it's very helpful for us to do this practice of Mula Bandha, pelvic lock, root lock. It helps us to balance our hormones when we have good blood flow in this area. So this is a wonderful pose to do to really enliven and find the points of interest in the pelvic floor. It can really help you to open for expressing energy, releasing energy, and then finding and experimenting with pulling up and in, bringing awareness to your pelvic floor. So we have this stretch here. Let's do a little twist to benefit from it. Reaching over. If this is where you land, that's great. The shin, the foot, pulling forward. You may notice I have a little remnants of my puppy. I have a new puppy. Fun little puppy energy who's been biting those like puppy teeth. So bringing ourselves forward, reaching forward, keeping the spine straight. A tiny bit of a push forward is fine, as long as it doesn't look like this. Then we're pulling muscles from our lower back that just aren't, they're not really going to benefit from this pose. And no bouncing into a pose. That can actually cause little rips and tears in your muscles and create injuries that you don't need. Okay, now let's reach over to this side. Do you notice that one side is more flexible than another? Sometimes we have dominant sides. I see there's something in the chat room. Let me see. Hi. Okay. Thank you for asking this question. Is it normal to feel tightness in the hips? Absolutely. Absolutely, it is normal. And that's why we're doing some Yin Yoga to release the tightness in the hips. And it might be such that your legs stretch as far as this. That's okay. That's okay. Let's do one more stretch. This is a compression of our right side, our organs. We're massaging our liver, gallbladder. They work so hard. We're stretching our kidneys and adrenal glands in our back on the left side. All of these points of interest around excretions, elimination, giving them a good stretch helps to bring blood flow to these organs and helps to create vitality and health. Brilliant. Are you feeling the compression? Are you feeling stretched out? I am. So the next pose we're going to do is Pigeon Pose, finding our pigeon. And I did a little roll in this blanket because it can be very beneficial to help us find our best pigeon pose. So on the knees, let us set up our space here. I'm going to find myself in tabletop position, bringing my knee up to my chest, placing my knee forward. It might be such that you can find a 90-degree angle with your leg, but I can't really do that. I'm one of those petite people. And then I have kind of an opening here. You might be able to bring it all the way down. If you do have a little opening and it feels right, you can find a blanket and place it under your gluteal muscles. You could also bring it all the way through. One of my best yoga teachers taught me this, to bring a blanket all the way through. I really provide support for this entire pelvic girdle. So when you find your best space in this pose, toning the abdominal muscles, opening the chest, you may find that this is where you land, facing forward. You may find that you could bring a pillow forward and roll yourself down. Really feeling the benefits of stretching in the hips, releasing. You can build up a little stack of support here and really just rest into this pose. We're going to stay here for 5 breaths. Just Let's see if we have any questions in the chat. Okay. Looking good. Looking good. To do one little thing here. Just need to check something. Okay. Pigeon pose. Okay, breathing in. Breathing out. Are you able to feel your right gluteal muscle on the ground? Are you able to move forward just a little bit more with each exhale? Two more breaths. Toning the abs, really pulling in your tummy. As you pull in the abdominal muscles, you're able to release your hips just a little bit more. And then let's press up. Oh, and release the pose. Wow. Wow. What are you feeling? Take a little moment. Let's find ourselves in staff pose. Wow. Do you feel the difference between the right hip and the left hip? My right hip is feeling very open. Now, we're going to reverse this action and express our left hip. So bringing the knee forward. Some may be able to do a 90-degree angle. I'm not able to do that. But if I can bring my knee forward, rolling the top of the right leg into the ground. If it feels right to you, you can really find your pigeon pose. Maybe this is where you land for stretching. And what we're working toward, you might need to roll up your mat, place it under your left gluteal muscles, or you can use part of a blanket as a support, like my teacher training teacher, Ms. Jeanette, taught me to roll the blanket, place it through the hips, allow for full settling in. It helps to bring the hips in alignment. If this feels right to you, it does for me. My left hip is a lot tighter than my right hip. Just bring yourself forward. We're going to hang out here for about 7 breaths. Bringing it down. You can roll the body down. Pressing into the floor with your chest, tightening the abdominal muscles. Breathing in, into the hips. Feeling the release. If this is too intense for you, you can take yourself into child's pose. 2 more breaths. Are you feeling the energy release from your hips? It may feel intense, and you might feel energy moving out of your gluteal muscles as well. It's perfectly normal. And then let's press up. Exhale. Bring legs around, finding your staff pose, Dandasana. Wow. Both are feeling very flexible right now. Feeling really good. If you're finding that you have some emotions stirred up, just connect with the breath, breathing in and out, finding child's pose. Amazing. Okay, to keep on with our hip theme here, do a couple more hip openers and find Shavasana. Right here, right now, I invite you to bring your knees up and let's make our way into boat pose. So here we're going to have our knees tucked together, lifting our feet up, opening the chest, rolling the shoulders back, breathing in, toning the abs, finding our best boat pose, pointing the toes, flexing the toes. How long can we hold it? If this is too intense, bringing the feet down to the floor. You can just have the toes tapping and finding your boat in this way or lifting up in the most graceful of ways. Let's stay here for 5 breaths. Last breath. And release. Wow. Oh, I'm just going to take it down to the floor for a second. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. Did you feel it? Feeling that ab, hip action, bringing it up. Really, really powerful. Wonderful. So, as we begin to roll down to the floor, I'd like to invite you to get yourself reorganized. What's going on with the props? And you're like right over here. I want to invite you to roll down on the ground. We're going to bring our hips up into a supported bridge pose. Now, if you have a block, very healthy activity to place it under your lower back. Bringing the hands, the arms, grounding them into the ground, helping your body press up, pressing up, toning the abdominal muscles, toning the gluteal muscles, toning the quadriceps, breathing laterally into the ribs, finding every little spot in the ribs, in your breath, tightening, releasing the energy upward from both hip points, allowing the body to feel the connection of the gluteal muscles into the legs. Allow it to be a seamless line. Three more breaths here. Final breath. Rolling it down. Bring the legs down to the ground. Bring your knee up. Place your arms open off to the sides and find a twist. Once again, focusing on the hips, releasing energy from the hips in this area, outer hip area. feel the lower back release, giving yourself a little massage. And then bringing the right leg up. I'm pointing my leg. You can flex your foot. Either way is fine. Pressing the energy down to the floor, twisting the hips, releasing the lower back, pressing into the floor with the shoulders and the arms. Releasing the energy that we just tucked up in our supported hinge. Bringing the leg back to the floor. Rolling to the right side and pressing up. Let us set up for a supported Shavasana. This is more of a restorative Shavasana pose with the support of a pillow. You don't have to do this if you don't have props handy. I'm going to have my blanket. Linear path here just to offer some bit of elevation. Bringing my bum back to the edge of this blanket. I'm going to roll back. Now my head is at the edge of the pillow, and this feels right to me because it's opening my chakra, my throat chakra. If this is too extreme for you, you can add another support like a rolled blanket or a pillow to lay under this part of your head. But for me, I'm allowing for this. And then bring your arms open. It's a gentle restorative action to open the chest, releasing energy in the lower back as well. We'll stay here for 10 breaths. You can bring your arms down to the side if that feels good, or keeping the arms open. Allowing for the restoration to return all of the blood flow back to the areas that need it. Opening the heart, allowing love to ripple out and in to your heart today. Connecting with the breath. Restore, renew. In the short Shavasana, take your final breaths in this restorative pose, restoring the energy, returning the blood flow back to where it needs to be. Shavasana is an important and integral part of a yoga practice. Begin wiggling your fingers and toes. When it feels right to you, roll off of your pillow onto your right side and press up benefits of our new alignment with a short meditation. Closing your eyes, bringing hands in Angeline Mudra at the heart. Connecting with the breath. Allow the benefits of your practice to sink in. Releasing the mechanics of our body, the joints, the areas where we hold emotion. Is a healthy practice. May our practice today benefit ourselves and all around us. May the good energy from our practice ripple into our homes, our communities. May all beings be free of conflict. May all beings be well. May all beings know love and peace. Thank you for sharing the light in you with me today. May our divine beings connect with the universe. Hands to the third eye. Let us bow. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today in this brief Yin Yoga session. I'd love to hear from you. If you have any reflections about this yoga practice, you can leave comments here. Thank you for joining me. I have a pelvic floor class tomorrow, and I'm hoping you can join me then. Tomorrow is Lunar New Year beginning, and I'm so delighted to live in San Francisco where we celebrate Lunar New Year activities. Gang hei fat choi to all of my friends in our area. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful